in the way you look at the issue is not food waste management. Management is too late. You have it, you have to deal with it, right? Food waste prevention is how can you move upstream, how can you prevent it from happening? If you look at the big picture, food waste is such a misunderstood issue. It has a dramatic impact if you look at the environmental impact of food waste. So food waste would be the third largest emitter of carbon emission if it was a country, after China and the US. It currently uses the equivalent of 18% of all chemicals used worldwide are lost because of food waste. 15% of all arable land is lost because of food waste. 21% of all freshwater resources are lost because of food waste. So you have to actually perceive food that is in front of you as an aggregation of a lot of different resources, from land to water to chemicals to money to manpower, transportation, and all the logistics that go with it, packaging, etc. So when you lose one apple, for instance, everything that was necessary to go to that end product in front of you is lost as well. So this is the first kind of shift in the mindset that is so important, to perceive like food waste as something that is actually very detrimental. From a social perspective, indeed, as you presented, we're looking at there are 850 million people worldwide that do not eat enough. At the same time, we have 2.2 billion people that are overweight or obese. It doesn't mean that those people are stealing the food from those that cannot eat. It just highlights the fact that the system is broken. The system is not efficient. The distribution of the amount of resources that we produce in terms of food is not evenly distributed. So that's the other aspect, which means that, well, it's kind of obscene. We are wasting 33% of all the food we produce. If we were saving this amount of food, it's enough to feed 3 billion people. So as you know, we are gearing towards 9 billion people on this planet by 2050. And everybody is like, oh my God, how are we gonna feed them? Well, what about we start fixing what we're currently losing and then looking at other ways to produce more and better and more efficiently. So that's the second aspect. And financially speaking, it is one of the most misunderstood financial opportunity for many players in the industry, because the opportunities related to food waste reduction, like Boston Consulting Group, for instance, show that they call it the $700 billion opportunity, food waste. Weekly, no, I wish. Yearly, $700 billion yearly opportunity related to food waste. So financial, environmental, social opportunities related to food waste are gigantic and widely misunderstood.